friends, welcome back to the Rabbitat Homestead. My name's Ashley. Are you looking for the right meat rabbit breeds to raise at home? You can have tasty homegrown protein right on your own homestead with the right meat rabbit breeds. There's a few things that go into choosing the right rabbits for meat production on your homestead, like how quickly they grow and how big they get, and we're going to get into all of that information in today's video, so let's get started. If you hear peeping in the background, it's because I have baby quail that just recently hatched over there in their brooder, and they're quite noisy, which is good. That means that they're happy and healthy. All right, so let's get started. First, before I dive into the meat rabbit breeds, I want to talk about why rabbits are an excellent choice for meat production. Now, there's three different categories that I've chosen for this. The first one is small space requirements. Rabbits need tiny amounts of space compared to other meat rabbits, which is great for small-scale homesteading when you have limited space as well. They can live in small hutches or in a colony-style setup, even in the city. You can fit a breeding rabbit and her babies in a small hutch, and larger spaces can hold more grow-out rabbits. This means you can produce meat rabbits on small plots of land, unlike with bigger animals. Second, rabbits are extremely efficient at converting feed to meat. So let me just highlight a couple things about their efficiency with meat production. A female rabbit can have about 10 babies each time. They can reach a 3-pound weight in 3.5 months, which is amazing. If this mother is bred 7 times a year, she can give up to 210 pounds of meat. And that's with each baby growing to about 3 pounds. Enough meat for a family eating about 1/2 pound each daily for 3.5 months comes from only 2 does and 1 buck. Third, rabbit meat is very healthy, it's lean, and very high in protein. It has less fat, calories, and cholesterol than chicken or beef. Rabbit meat is not only healthy, but it's also versatile. It can be cooked in many ways, like in stews or on the grill, which we like to do a lot. So this means that it's a great option for those who love cooking different dishes. A lot of people don't realize it, but rabbit meat is it's very similar to chicken. You pretty much any dish that you can put chicken in, you can replace it with rabbit meat. So all around, rabbits are a sustainable way to get meat at home, and they need little space, eat efficiently, and they provide healthy meat for you and your family. Choosing the right meat rabbit breed, you have to think about a lot. I've learned that focusing on certain traits helps a meat rabbit setup work better. So let's dive into what matters most. So there's 4 different categories that I chose for this. The first one is growth rate and size at maturity, meat to bone ratio, temperament and ease of handling, and litter size and mothering abilities. So for the first one, growth rate and size at maturity, when picking a breed, think about how quickly they grow and how big they get. You'll want ones that hit about 5 to 6 pounds when they're about 10 to 12 weeks old. For speed and efficiency, you can look at Californians or New Zealand breeds, which we'll dive into a little deeper here in a few moments. Meat to bone ratio, consider the amount of meat you get in relation to the size of the bones. Bigger types like Flemish Giants may seem really great as a meat rabbit, but their bones are heavy. This means less meat. So medium-sized ones like the Californians and New Zealand's, like I mentioned, are better options for meat-to-bone ratios. Temperament and ease of handling is also very important. The rabbit's behavior and how easy they are to handle are important to think about. Friendly, easygoing rabbits reduce the stress when you're trying to care for them. So that is really something to consider when you're choosing which breed you want to start with. Litter size and mothering abilities. So for breeding success, good mothers and big healthy litters are essential. I talk all the time in my rabbit vlogs about how great some of my does are as mothers, and it really just makes all the difference in the world when you have great does that take great care of their babies, and you have mothers that are having decent litter sizes as well. So that's all important to consider as well. Californians average about 8 to 12 kits, while New Zealand usually get 7 to 10. The care they give can vary though. Some New Zealand whites might be skittish as mothers. So like I said, as we go into all these different breeds, we'll talk about the differences between the different types of rabbits. So for New Zealand, their mature weight is 9 to 12 pounds. And their litter size is on average to be 7 to 10 kits. Californians are 8 to 12 pounds mature weight, and they average about 8 to 12 kits. Recs grow to about 7 to 11 pounds. It is different between the males and the females, so just keep that in mind. And for the Recs, the average litter size is 6 to 12 kits. American chinchillas, they are averaging 9 to 12 pounds and 8 to 12 kits. And silver fox rabbits average about 9 to 12 pounds, and they have about 4 to 8 kits on average. So choose your rabbit breeds carefully. If you focus on this criteria, you're most likely to succeed. But remember, what's good for one rabbitry may not be good for another. Do your research and pick what fits your situation the best. So for me, when I did my research a few years ago, when I started meat rabbits, I picked silver fox because there were certain things that may be important to me that are not important to you. All right, so let's dive into our first meat rabbit breed, the New Zealand rabbits. This is the most popular meat breed. New Zealand rabbits are top picks for those into rabbit meat. They are robust, they grow fast, and they do well in different places. And homesteaders and those in the meat business like them for their efficiency as well. So some characteristics and colors. So these rabbits are of medium size and great for meat. They have a muscular body, which makes them ideal for adding muscle compared to bone. And they come in different colors like white, red, black. There are also pattern ones like the broken pattern. So let's go over growth weight and mature weight on average. So for an 8-week-old New Zealand rabbit, they average about 4 to 5 pounds. At 10 weeks, 5 to 6 pounds, 12 weeks, 6 to 7 pounds, and a mature buck is 9 to 11 pounds, and a mature doe is 10 to 12 pounds. So as you can see, their quick growth and efficient eating habits make New Zealand's very cost-effective for meat. So the second most popular meat rabbit breed is the Californian rabbit. So Californian rabbits are a great pick for meat as well. These rabbits are striking with white bodies and black points, and their looks are mixed from Himalayan and standard chinchilla rabbits. They are known for meat and being very docile, which is great. When full-grown, Californians weigh between 8 to 11 pounds, and they are a bit smaller than New Zealand's. This makes them just right for making meat. They also give birth to big litters and normally have 8 to 12 kits at a time. This is more than New Zealand's, who usually have 7 to 10 kits. Californians grow fast and are good for meat production. By 16 weeks, they weigh between 7 to 8 pounds. Even after butchering, they offer 4 to 5 pounds of meat. And breeding and genetics really matter in having rabbits that grow well, and Californians, though, always seem to do a great job in this area. I see a lot of breeders cross Californians and New Zealand's. Doing this creates rabbits that grow big and fast, and this method, mixed with careful breeding and calling, keeps new rabbits productive and great moms. For anyone into raising rabbits for meat, I really suggest Californian rabbits. They have a good blend of being friendly, fast-growing, and excellent mothers, and they're also good for both new and seasoned breeders as well. For the third breed of choice is the Silver Fox Rabbits, and this is a dual-purpose heritage breed, and this is the breed that I personally raise on my homestead and is my absolute favorite rabbit breed. The Silver Fox Rabbit is great for meat and fur, and it's been around since the early 1900s and has a thick, soft coat. The breed is special as it's good for making meat and for its fur. I tan my rabbit hides all the time after we process them. They make such great hides. You just have to be careful though, because when you're raising rabbits for meat, their skin's very tender, and the rabbit hides can tear very easily, which has happened to me quite a few times, but I do enjoy saving them. I just have to be really careful. What's cool is that you can find silver fox rabbits more easily now if you want to raise them. For a while, they were rare, but now they've come back. They've gotten pretty popular, which is great. So let's get into some history of the silver fox rabbit breed. This rabbit was first known in 1925 as American Heavyweight Silver. Its name later became American Silver Fox, then just Silver Fox. These rabbits are a good size, with males weighing 8 to 11 pounds and females 10 to 12 pounds. So the silver fox rabbit has a beautiful coat. It's so dense, it's shiny, and you just want to touch it every time you see it. The fur is very long, about 1.5 to 2 inches, and the fur stands up when you pet from the tail to the head, making the rabbit look like a fox. While most are black with silver tips, you can find other colors now. You can find them the blue color, and there's even brown silver fox out there as well. So silver fox rabbits, like we talked about, are good for both meat and fur. They have a nice balance of body and bone that makes their meat to bone ratio up to 65%. Their meat is tender, making it a good option for people who want to raise their own rabbit meat. And pelt means fur, and silver fox rabbit fur is wonderful. It comes in different colors like black, blue, chocolate, and each color shines and feels soft. People love their fur for crafts and making clothes. I haven't really come up with anything specific to use my hides for. I tan them, and I have a couple pinned up on my wall, but that's about it. But I'm sure eventually I'll come up with something to do with them. Their temperament and their mothering abilities are wonderful. Silver fox rabbits are not just about their meat and their fur. They have a sweet, gentle nature. This makes them easy for both kids and adults who work with them. And these moms can have really big litters and be able to feed them very well. So let's go over and compare the different breeds from the buck's weight and the doe's weight between those breeds. So for the silver fox, the bucks weigh 9 to 11 pounds, does weigh 10 to 12 pounds. New Zealand's, the bucks weigh 9 to 11 pounds, and the does weigh 10 to 12 pounds. Californians, the bucks weigh 8 to 10 pounds, and the does weigh 8.5 to 11 pounds. In the Champagne d'Argent, the bucks weigh 9 to 11 pounds, and the does weigh 9.5 to 12 pounds. So compared to other rabbits, the silver fox does well in weight and meat. Its special fur and nice attitude stand out. So the silver fox rabbit would make a really great choice for those who like both meat and fur from a rabbit. Now our next meat rabbit breed is the Champagne d'Argent, a rabbit breed with a rich history. So let's go over that a little bit. The Champagne d'Argent is very old and comes from the Champagne region in France. It began in the late 1600s, and these rabbits are known for their beautiful silver fur. They were famous for their good meat and their fur as well. So in the late 1600s, the Champagne d'Argent breed started in Champagne, France, and they have a full round body and can be 6 to 12 pounds. Their shiny silver fur is their key feature. So for meat quality, the breed is well known for their tasty meat. It's fine and delicious, and they have a bit more fat than some, which makes the meat very juicy as compared to others. They also have a lot of meat compared to their bones as well. So let's compare a couple breeds with the average weights, the meat quality, and the fur quality. The Champagne d'Argent is 6 to 12 pounds average weight, and their meat quality is excellent. It's fine grained, and their fur quality is luxurious and silvery. New Zealand's are 9 to 12 pounds, and they have a good lean quality meat. Their fur is dense, and it comes in white and different colors as well. Californians are 8 to 10.5 pounds on average, and their meat quality is very good and tender, and their fur is soft and white with black points. Now my favorite, the Silver Fox, they average 9 to 12 pounds. Their meat quality is excellent. There's a high meat to bone ratio there, and the fur quality is unique, luxurious, and they have the really cool stand-up fur that other rabbits do not have. All right, so next is the Creme d'Argent, a rare and beautiful meat rabbit breed. The Creme d'Argent is a special meat rabbit breed known for its beauty and rarity. They have a creamy white coat, and they started in France around the mid-late 1800s and now are loved in the United States. Creme d'Argents are not just pretty, they are rare too, and there are less than 1,000 of them in the U.S., and this makes them very special and a prized find for breeders. If I were to ever add a new breed to my rabbitry, this is the breed that I would add. These rabbits are also good for meat. They are medium-sized with strong bodies. This means they can provide a nice amount of meat, and males usually weigh 8 to 10.5 pounds, while females are 8.5 to 11 pounds. Some can even grow to 18 pounds. But the Creme d'Argents aren't just for meat. They're friendly too. They're great with their babies and make good pets as well. They fit well in all kinds of homes because of their calm nature, and Creme d'Argent rabbits are not only beautiful, but also an asset to any meat rabbit program. They bring a rare mix of rarity, high meat yield, and a great temperament. And for their well-being, these rabbits need a varied diet. You have to give them lots of hay, some greens, and a treat now and then. With care, these rabbits can live to be 7 to 9 years, even if you're using the doe or the buck for producing meat rabbits, or if this rabbit is just a pet for you as well. To sum up, the Creme d'Argent rabbits are not your ordinary meat rabbit breed. They look great, work well with meat, and they are very friendly. With special history, they make a fine choice for anyone wanting a unique, hardworking rabbit. Now let's talk about Rex rabbits, the standard Rex rabbits, combining meat production and luxurious fur. Now I have raised Rex rabbits on my homestead before. I no longer have them. I just have silver foxes now, but I do have a doe that has some Rex in her, so there is a little bit of my Rex history still in my rabbitry. Standard Rex rabbits are both great for meat, and they have extremely soft fur. It's almost kind of velvety. They help homesteaders raise animals for food and fiber, and for those wanting the most from their rabbit efforts, these rabbits are an excellent choice. So Rex rabbits have unique fur characteristics. Rex rabbits stand out for their incredibly soft fur. Their short coats are dense and feel like velvet. This texture comes from their guard hairs, meaning as long as their undercoat, giving it a lush feel. The fur is perfect for making clothing and accessories, if you want to venture into that along with your journey with raising your own meat. Meat production potential. So though these rabbits are not the largest, standard Rex rabbits are still great for meat. They weigh between 7.5 to 10.5 pounds and have a good meat to bone ratio. This means you get a lot of delicious rabbit meat, and they also grow quickly, and they're ideal for those raising rabbits for meat. So I've had people comment on my channel before and tell me that they raise Rex rabbits because they're allergic to all of the other rabbits. So that's interesting. Because of their fur, and I don't know the specifics of this, but I know that there are people that raise meat rabbits, and they specifically raise standard Rex rabbits on their homestead because they have less allergies with these rabbits. So something to consider if you have an allergy to different types of animals or even rabbits. Temperaments and the ease of care. So Rex rabbits are known for being calm and friendly. So these rabbits, when I was personally raising them, I found that they're very animated, and even the doe that I have now that has some Rex in her, she's very animated as well. So kind of a fun thing about Rex rabbits, they're just a lot of fun. They are easy to care for. They're good for both new and experienced breeders. Their gentle nature means less stress for the rabbits and those taking care of them, and they do well in different housings and need little special care. This makes them easy to manage on a homestead, and they also make really great pets as well. So if you want rabbits that offer both food and income potential, consider standard Rex. With their unique fur, good meat production, and friendly nature, they're a great addition to any homestead. These rabbits come in all different patterns, broken patterns, colors. You can get all kinds of different looking rabbits when you're raising the Rex rabbits. And with their fur quality as well, they just make really great pets. So if you're looking to make money on your homestead raising rabbits, Rex would be a good choice because they're extremely cute and they're easy to sell as pets. Easier than I would say the other ones, just because of their cuteness factor with the different designs on their fur. You can see in this picture that I have from when I was raising them, you have a black and white broken, you have a brown and white broken one, and there was even I'm not sure exactly what you would call the color, and it's not in this picture, but you can see there's an all brown one, and there was a one that kind of looked like a squirrel type coloring on his fur as well. So just all different types of colors, and they have a great they just have a great nature as well. So you could try to make money from their fur, you could sell them as pets, and you could use them for meat. So lots of things to consider when you're raising standard Rex rabbits. So in comparison with breeds for average mature weight and meat production efficiency, let's go through a couple. So standard Rex are 7.5 to 10.5 pounds mature weight, and their meat production efficiency, they have good meat to bone ratio and efficient growth. New Zealand's are 10 to 12 pounds mature weight, excellent meat production, fast growth rates. Californians 8 to 10.5 pounds, good meat yield, slightly more compact than New Zealand's, and for their meat production efficiency. Raising meat rabbits is great for a steady, healthy protein source. Factors like fast growth size when mature and how much meat they give do matter. So does their nature and how they care for their young. So as you can see, there are a lot of meat rabbit breeds to choose from, and let's just go over some of the top picks for homestead meat production that I came up with here. So overall, the New Zealand and Californian rabbits are favorites. They grow quick, use feed well, and they give a lot of meat New Zealand's can weigh 9 to 11 pounds for males and a bit more for the females, whereas Californians hit 8 to 11 pounds fully grown. Silver Fox, Champagne d'Argent, Creme d'Argent are special heritage breeds, which is something that I find important when raising meat rabbits on my homestead, but you might not feel the same. They are great for both meat, and their fur looks nice too. For example, silver foxes can weigh 9 to 11 pounds for males, 10 to 12 pounds for females, and champagnes average 9 to 12 pounds, and creme d'argents range from 8 to 10.5 pounds for males, to 8.5 to 11 pounds for females. Standard Rex rabbits are good for meat and for their soft fur, and they also have a sweet and friendly nature. All right, guys, so as we come to an end, there are 5 things that I want you to remember and take away from this video as you are choosing the right meat rabbit breed for your homestead. So number 1 is the growth rate. 2 is the meat to bone ratio. The temperament, ease of handling. 4, I want you to think about their mothering abilities and how big their litters are. And the 5th one to consider is the availability of those rabbits in your area. Just think about whether you're willing for the breed that you are considering. If they're not in your area, are you willing to travel and go get those rabbits? What's available in your area? Just something to consider as well. So those 5 main things consider before you pick your meat rabbits. So as always, guys, I really hope that this video is helpful to you in your meat rabbit journey. Drop down a comment down below if you have any questions. Well, I love hearing from all of you. So in the meantime, I will see you guys in the next video, and God bless.